real quick. Alright, hey guys, what is up? Redneck Crypto coming at you with another daily update. Today we are doing it live. So it is January 17th now. It's 12:04 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I wanted to wait a little bit before I did the daily video today to kind of see where the market was going. If it's going to continue to go down, if it's going to come back up. And right now it looks like we're back up a little bit, at least with Bitcoin, and Ethereum's coming back a little bit, but overall, what is it? Overall, we are still down pretty hard for the day, and no one really knows exactly why it's happening. There's a couple people saying it's because of the Lunar New Year. Everyone in China's selling their current. There's a whole bunch of people saying a whole bunch of things. Based off history, this is actually a pretty standard thing to see. Let's go all time. Let's see. Maybe I can look at it better on here. Just use GDAX right now. Hey, what's up, Limitless? Yeah, I guess it's just us for right now. Maybe we'll get some more people in here. Just gonna move this over a little bit. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Alright. How you doing today, Limitless? Hey, no problem, man. But overall in crypto today, we're just down pretty hard, and it sucks, but it's pretty natural for this to happen, especially after the run up we've had. Let me go back to the overall market cap graph real quick, and it may seem like we've gone down 300 billion since the all-time high, but in reality, on December, let's see, 516. This is about as close as we'll get. So December 14th, which was pretty much just 1 month ago, we were at 516 billion. So we're just backtracking about a month. But if you look further back, in November, we'll go November 14th to kind of keep it on a 1 month scale. But November 14th, the market cap was $200 billion. So we're still up about $309 billion since 2 months ago in the total market cap, which is still crazy gains. I mean, we're having a pullback, but typically after these pullbacks, there are some pretty big runs. I'm doing pretty good, getting ready for the snow. Had a pretty long day, especially watching CoinMarketCap all day, kind of seeing where everything's going. And one thing is, let me see where I can find BitConnect on here. Okay, it's not even in top 100 now. BitConnect is dead, boy. They decided to disconnect today. Yeah, I think it'll rebound fairly quickly. There are people throwing out a bunch of numbers like it's going to take 3 weeks because they say it's gone down because of the Lunar New Year, and a lot of people are cashing out. I hope you win too. I'm Fadil. I can't pronounce that last name. Sorry. But yeah, best of luck to you, man. I'll do the giveaway at the end of this video. And how does the audio sound? I know normally whenever I edit my videos I have to bump it up a little bit, so I kind of put it a bit closer, but I'm not sure how loud it is. But here BitConnect is down to $30, and you know, I've been trying to get their webpage to load on the part where they say they're closing all lending and exchanging right now, but it's just not loading. But pretty much everything else on their website will load except for that, where it has been. Maybe it just went down. Yeah, see, so the main BitConnect website still loads. You know, you still get the BitConnect X ICO here. You know, they're still continuing with this ICO. According to their Twitter, I saw that you know, that they're not doing it today, but tomorrow they're going to bring it back, and then they're going to, you know, double the amount, because they only do so many coins sold per day. Oh yeah, man, they paid everyone back. So they gave you your initial investment back in BitConnect, but what use is BitConnect in all reality if you can't use it for BitConnect? You know, what are you going to use it for? Transactions? I'll stick to Litecoin or Ethereum or something. Definitely not getting in on BitConnect. And so this exchange, they're still trying to do this ICO. Who knows? Yeah, this is definitely an exit scam, in my opinion. But you know, I love how they say, you know, we're paying everyone back their initial investment of something you can't even use. But you can sell it, but not even on the BitConnect site. You know, you'd have to trade it to BTC, or where else is it traded actually? Let's see here. Connect. Yeah, I heard about that XLM exchange. So let's see where all BitConnect's traded. Hit BTC, Coin Exchange, and that's pretty much it. That's where the largest volume is, and it's down 87%. And what is hilarious is I saw a video on YouTube from Crypto Nick, and man, who else was it? It was someone else. But man, they were yeah, okay, Ryan Hildreth. So I was watching this video, and this is hilarious. So they're talking about how they got screwed out of all their money. Nick had like 160,000 in an investment that he got paid back in BitConnect, and you know, now it's only worth like 60,000. But he's like, I'm not gonna sell. I'm just gonna hold. You know, I might even buy some more. I don't see why you would buy it if you can't use it. The mic could be turned up a bit. Okay, let's see if we can do something about that. Maybe. Let's see. Might not be able to. Let's open up all this crap. I think I'll just have to change it over on the next video. I just got this blue Yeti, or not blue Yeti, blue snowball the other day, and still not fully. Your max on volume, okay. But can you hear somewhat okay? It's alright. As long as we can kind of hear. But they were talking about how, you know, they're gonna, you know, reinvest more money into it. You know, they're gonna buy the dip, and it's just them saying that so you'll buy theirs, in my opinion. But it's hilarious how they talk about it, and they're like, oh yeah, we got screwed out of our initial investment too, and all this, and you know, they really didn't put any money in. It was just, you know, the people who they talked in, who they talked into putting money in, and they kind of screwed out of their money too. And it still is not loading, but let's get back to CoinMarketCap here. So it's fluctuating a lot. I think we were at 509 or 10 billion earlier or something. But man, Ripple's down to $1.12, and I didn't expect it to go this low, but then again, I didn't expect this dip. Everything's down really. If we go to the trending for the day, yeah, you got a couple things here. These are like smaller, really small coins. A lot of them don't even have a market cap or a total number listed that I went through, except for Nebula, which is up pretty good for the day, quite impressively. But really everything else is just kind of like a really low. It's funny when you see US dollar Tether as a top 30 biggest gainer. That's pretty funny. So we can see a couple other lending platforms are actually crashing too. I guess people are realizing how much of a scam it is. You saw Ripple dip to 91 earlier? Yeah, probably, man. And it definitely was overvalued whenever it hit the threes, and it definitely wasn't going to hold there. But you know, Ripple, I see it as potential for what it is. It's not something I personally believe in, but I could see it eventually one day being worth $4 or $5 again, but I think that time's quite a ways off. But yeah, it did dip, yeah, right about 91 cents, so pretty low. Pretty low for Ripple. I wonder if we're actually going to see it go all the way back down to 25 cents, and if we do, I definitely will get back into Ripple. That's about where I got in the first time, and then I sold at about 80 cents. I got out of the run a lot quicker than I should have, but there's nothing wrong with taking profit when you can. Yeah, so I guess it's called Dether. Alright. So you can buy and sell crypto for cash and spend it at physical stores. Okay. So I'm wondering, is this kind of like an exchange where you can just kind of spend your Bitcoin, but it sells it to someone else, and then you're using the money that was sold for it. Sell cryptocurrency for cash locally, just like if you were a mobile ATM. Meet with cryptocurrency sellers around you, pay with your local currency. I'm not exactly sure why you would need Dether, I guess, for that. You can actually find people on Craigslist and that sort of stuff, but that's always pretty sketchy. Expand your visibility, easily accept and manage payments in cryptocurrency. Now this sounds pretty nice. So I wonder if this is similar to the ways, you know, how a lot of places or a lot of small businesses, instead of having a whole card transaction system, they have that thing that they can plug into their phone charging port, and then they can swipe cards from there, which is a pretty cool thing I saw come out. But let me check out this video real quick.
We live in a world where over 2 billion adults still don't have bank accounts. Over 2 billion. That's 3 times the entire population of Europe. Not having a bank account makes it nearly impossible to track spending or make transactions with other parties. Cryptocurrencies like Ether are creating a world where people that haven't had access to traditional banking systems can now manage money digitally by using the one piece of technology that even unbanked populations have access to: smartphones. But there are some drawbacks. Buying and selling cryptocurrencies can be confusing, difficult to process, and time intensive. Now, imagine having a global network of cryptocurrencies where people can get Ether as easily as they get cash at ATMs to spend at businesses that accept it as payment. Introducing Ether. With Ether, users can create secure wallets within seconds using only their smartphones. Once registered, easily locate other buyers and sellers of Ether for secure, seamless Ether for cash transactions. The intuitive user interface also allows users to quickly pinpoint businesses where they can buy goods and services directly using Ether, while even taking advantage of special discounts and benefits. And because Ether is fully decentralized, funds are never held up by third parties. Ether breaks barriers to Ethereum mass adoption, revolutionizing the way the world has access to cryptocurrencies and how they spend it just like cash in everyday life. Visit Ether.io to learn more.
Yeah, I do see a lot of possible potential with this being in stores as an app. So it seems like this is specifically for Ethereum and not really Bitcoin or Litecoin or any of them, but personally I'd rather use Ethereum for smaller purchases than Bitcoin, so I'm not paying, you know, a $20 fee just to send it to them for like $1 soda or something. But I do see some potential in this. I'll have to definitely do some more research, and you know, I always recommend before you invest in something, make sure you read the white paper, and roadmaps are also very good. Let's see, they have how long is their white paper? Let's take a look. It's fairly long. Okay, 40 pages, 43. I'll look at that a little later. Let's see, token sale starts in 21 days, so it's still a ways away. Okay. So they're selling 60 million tokens, so there's 40 million that won't be in supply. Doesn't really say what those 40 million will be for. Okay, here it is. 18% for the team, 11% for partnerships, early contributors, bounty, advisors. That's interesting. Yeah, I could see some potential in Ether. I'll definitely do some more research on it. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, they seem to have a nice website. Overall, it looks pretty good in my opinion. A lot better than some of the ICOs I've seen lately. And I've been looking at a lot of ICOs because there's been a whole lot coming out, but you know, it's hard to find really good ones you can put your money behind lately. So let's see. Tether's moved up to the number 21 rank. It's hilarious just when you see Tether is like the highest gainer in the top 65. Neblio's up really good for the day. I wonder if there was some big news that came out for Neblio to cause it to run up instead of down like everything else. Let's check out social. see. They haven't really put anything out on social media real recently, so I'm not sure if there's been any big news. But it's interesting to see something run up 20% on a day when pretty much everything's down 20+%. Yeah, they haven't actually even posted any news since January 9th, which was a decent bit ago. So I'm not sure why it's running up so much. You know, Tether, in all honesty, it kind of makes sense why Tether is up to $1.05. They're actually printing a crap ton of Tether right now, and I think you know, the main reason of that is people are cutting losses and selling, you know, Bitcoin and everything for Tether, causing higher demand for Tether, which you know, unless they print off a whole bunch more, then you know, the price will go up. But I heard that they printed off over 100 million in just a matter of a couple seconds. I'm from North Carolina, actually, USA. I got a couple friends up in Canada. It's nice up there. Binance coin is down to $12, and KuCoin shares all the way down to $9. That really sucks for me. I just recently got in on some KuCoin shares last week, so I'm down a little bit on that, but market will come back. It'll just take some time. I want to take a look at the Bitcoin graph and kind of see where support is building. I do not want a line chart. Those are ugly. That's seeing lower lows right now. That's not really a good thing, so it's probably going to bust back down a little bit more from what it's trading at. This is either another dip coming right here, or this is just a lower low. Let's kind of zoom in here. The next pretty big support line would be, okay, if it would stop moving around so much, man. So the next real big support line is, zoom out a little bit more. So 10,000's got a pretty big support line. We can see it jumps up a decent bit right there, and at 9,000 there's another pretty large one. But if we drop below 9,000, in all reality, I don't think it could really go below 9,000, just simply due to the fact that it is got quite a few orders back in the 9,000 range. Or that was 7,000, excuse me. But I don't know. I don't think it'll bust below 10,000 again, you know, right away. Over time, maybe. Right now, we're just kind of going back and forth from between 11 and 10,000. Yeah, no, I definitely think Tether's going to have some huge inflation after, you know, what's going down right now, is because so many people are selling their currencies and acquire for USDT, and you know that causes a higher demand for it, so they're printing more based off their algorithm to keep it at $1 price, and now there's, you know, going to be hundreds of million extra Tether in the market. And once the market starts going back up and people are going to be spending that Tether, no one's really going to, you know, there's not going to be as big of a demand for Tether as there is right now. So I definitely think Tether's going to be pretty inflated. Um, but we'll just have to kind of see where everything goes. But man, just looking at all this red, it's pretty depressing. You know, if you're pretty much into anything at all, you're down, except Neblio. But in all reality, it's not the end of the world. It's not really that bad unless you've gotten into crypto within the last month. Then it's a little bit worse for you. About a month ago, Bitcoin was hitting its all-time high of about 20,000, and now we've gone down about almost 50% in that month. So if you got into crypto a month ago, you're probably hurting right now. But we'll be going back up. If we look at the past 3 months, we had such an amazing bull run. It had to come down a little bit, and after we kind of see it settle out a bit, it's probably going to have another pretty big bull run. And then, who knows, the same thing will probably happen again. We're going to come back down and then steady out, and then another bull run, and so forth, until we get to a stable price. But if you got into, at least Bitcoin 3 months ago, $5 grand, you're still up over 2x in 3 months. That's still insane gains. What's up, Monty Osborne? How are you doing, man? Cardano back down to 55 cents. I'm down 24% today. But in reality, in the past month, if you got into Cardano, you're still up a lot. Well, actually, in the past month, it's kind of breaking even. But it did hit its all-time high of around, what was it, 80 or $1.28. I saw some of your replies, I think. I think I replied to one of them, but I'm not too sure. I try to read and reply to all the comments I see, but there's been quite a few lately. And before I forget, let me go ahead and do the giveaway for last video. Let's see. Alright, last video we had 78 comments, and the winner is Luca Osvaldo. Cool, I love your vids. Appreciate it, man. I'll send you your Ethereum right after we get done with this live stream. Pull this down and minimize it so I don't lose it. So I guess this BitConnect's not going to load, but kind of glad it's finally dead. I feel really bad for anyone who lost their money in it, though. I mean, let's see. It's all good, Monty. So let's see. I'm honestly surprised BitConnect hasn't crashed harder than it already is, since people are obviously buying it, but for what reason, I have no idea. If you can't even use it for their lending platform, what are you going to use it for, and why are you going to buy it? about to drop back down below $500 billion market cap. Kind of sucks, but you know, if you weren't here earlier when I said it, in the past month, we've pulled back a little bit further than a month right now. But if we look back at the 14th of December, try to find it here. Right about here, we were about $496 million total market cap. So we've kind of pulled back just about a month, and we saw what at 19. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't even buy it for free, to be honest, because there's no point in it. And then if we go back another month from December 14th, let's see, right about here, we were at 209 million. So in the past month, we're kind of just breaking even total market cap evaluation wise, but in the past 2 months, we are at really 2.5x almost. It went down as low as 19. Yeah. I never personally invested in BitConnect, and I always thought it was just traded on their own platform on the BitConnect site. I didn't know it was listed on HitBTC, but I feel like this $29 price is actually a little inflated, I think, because of live coin showing $65 and $61 and $76, but they have such low trade volume that those are kind of irrelevant. So it should be a little bit lower. It should be more like 25 in all honesty, but that live coin is bringing it up a big chunk. But in all honesty, it's worth 0 at this point because there's no utility for it. Let's take a look at Bitcoin Cash. So, take a look at the past month. Bitcoin Cash still doing pretty good for the past month from when it was added onto Coinbase. Well, not, it's compared to Bitcoin, it's doing pretty good, but USD kind of still at where we were a month ago. If you go the last 3 months, I believe it was added onto Coinbase right around December 19th. This run up should have been the Coinbase run up. Yeah, I had mixed feelings about it. I definitely thought it was a Ponzi scheme. I was hoping it would go on longer for the people that were in it, and no one knew would come in. But eventually, one day I knew it would come to a halting stop. And it was easy for them to keep it going with the price of Bitcoin going up as much as it has been, because they pay you in BitConnect, but you pay them in Bitcoin to get that BitConnect. So in reality, they were making money off your investment in Bitcoin. You were just kind of getting a 1% payout daily on average. But with Bitcoin dropping so much, they started losing money, and they were like, we're going to cut our losses. I actually do use Hashflare. I have about 2 terahashes of SHA 256. But Hashflare, they're somewhat transparent. They've posted some new pictures of their facility. Yeah, it was definitely messed up to pay out in BitConnect. The only people that really would have gotten their money back were the first few that sold off their BitConnect. And, there were probably people who didn't realize the news about it yet, and then saw BitConnect was going down in price a little bit and bought some because they thought it was just a little dip, but in reality, it is dead. But I do like Hashflare. There's another one I've seen advertised a bit lately. It was, I think it's called Sun Mining. I hadn't really checked it out much. Looked at their site, but one thing I did notice is that the payouts seem to be fairly higher than Hashflare, a little bit too high, in my opinion. So yeah, this kind of seems a little crazy. So you can pay $9,000 and for a 3-year contract get $2,000 a month. That's 36 months. That's let's do some basic math. $72,000 you make off of $9,000 3 years. That seems a bit ridiculous. So not too sure about this really. I'm always skeptical when the payouts seem ridiculously high. Hashflare, their payouts seem to be pretty reasonable. Yeah, and they're actually continuing with the BitConnect X ICO. I saw on their Twitter that they will be continuing it tomorrow. Yeah, I was a little skeptical of, I'm always a little skeptical of regulation in general. You know, that's one thing that will really hurt crypto and cause some problems in the future. It would be harsh regulations. But let's see, due to technical difficulties, the BitConnect X ICO will not open on January 16th, 2018. You'll not be able to log into the dashboard. The following day, we will reopen, allow new registrations, and be offering twice as much BitConnect X to be purchased. So they're still going with this ICO. Definitely don't think it's going to sell out tomorrow, but and I really hope people don't buy this, especially after what just happened with BitConnect. But there's always people who are going to be believing it. I wonder if Trayvon James has put out a video. Oh God, I hate spelling his first name. Nah, it's close. It was an E, not an A. So if he's put out a video today for BitConnect. Yeah, so he hasn't even been putting out a video on BitConnect for a while. Man, I just love the thumbnails on all these videos and the titles. They're definitely interesting. And I loved hearing his opinion on what BitConnect X was even before any information was released on it. It was pretty interesting to hear that. I'm curious to see what the #1 blockchain in 2018 will be. See if Crypto Nick has put out a video on it. Yeah, the end of BitConnect 8 hours ago. So Crypto Nick has accepted it. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of mostly smaller channels that I've seen that focused around BitConnect. They have actually been deleting pretty much all their videos or their channels in general. I've seen a lot of that posted on Reddit and that sort of stuff. Yeah, man. 700K profit. $80,000 every month, $2 million per year, $147,000 in loans, bull market, blah 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 blah. These thumbnails are complete garbage too. Anyone can put white letters on a picture. It's crazy how he has almost 200,000 subscribers. A lot of people have been posting videos on BitConnect recently. One of my favorites is Crypto Bobby. I like him. He typically tells it how it is. Yeah, he was definitely working for them in some sort of way. Alright. So let's see where we're at now. 510 billion, kind of going back up a little bit. Yeah, David Hay, he's definitely a top pick for me too. David Hay, Crypto Bobby. Sometimes Data Dash, it kind of depends on the day and the video. I feel like he's fairly good on the technical side of looking at the graphs and stuff. He's a pretty smart guy, but there's been a couple videos I've seen that he was pretty off on. I haven't ever heard of Sunny D. Oh yeah, you're talking about his live stream? Yeah, I saw that. Or was the video before his live stream, I think, actually. And then another YouTuber I like would be Doug Polk. He makes he does crypto news videos, and they are always pretty hilarious. And not the poker guy. I think it's Doug Polk Crypto. Yeah, he only has 83,000 subs. I feel like him and David Hay are really underrated for what they are, the knowledge they have. Yeah, David Hay is about to break 100,000. I believe Crypto Bobby, he's went over 100 a little bit ago, and he's still booming up. Yeah, his channel's growing pretty quick. And then we look at Crypto Nick and see that he has, like, what was it, 195,000. Jesus. What was Trayvon at? Trayvon James, 137,000. Data Dash, I believe he has the largest channel out of all of them. 239,000 subscribers. That's insane. Yeah. Data Dash, he's definitely a there's some things I disagree with him, but yeah, there's always some things you disagree with some people on. And let me check out Sunny D real quick. I've never heard of him. Well, obviously the drink's gonna come up. Oh, Sunny Decree. Never heard of him.
Hi.
He has 38,000 subscribers though, but interesting. I think I may have seen one or two of his videos before. His voice sounded pretty familiar. So let's take a look, see if we are seeing some support anywhere, or what the heck is going on. So I'm on 15 minute. Alright. So seeing a lot of movement. It's very volatile right now, going all the way up from about 1,300 all the way down to about 10,900. So we're moving up and down a lot. ETH 800. Let's take a look. Actually, don't even think I've clicked on ETH today. So ETH USD. Oops. Ethereum is trading around $981. It doesn't seem too bad. It's pulled back. It was like what, 1,300 beginning of the day. But really, even if ETH is worth $800 in the morning, I personally got in my majority shares of ETH at about 300 bucks. So I'm still pretty happy about that. So even if it goes down to 800, I'm gonna be happy. Man, it's pretty much just Black Friday all over the board, though. If you wanna, I wouldn't suggest buying anything. I'm personally not gonna buy anything until I see really that this dip has come close to an end. If it kind of starts pulling back up, or what's gonna happen. But it's pretty hard to predict right now. No one really knows for sure. But it's crazy that Tron's all the way back down to 5 cents. Especially since it was up all the way to, I think it broke 20 cents, if I'm not mistaken. Could be very wrong. 7 days, 1 month. Yeah, Tron, wow. Tron went all the way up 27 cents, I believe is what it showed. That is crazy, crazy, crazy. Considering 3 months ago it was worth less than a penny. I saw someone say that all 4 on GDAX were mirroring. That may have been you, actually. If you posted that on Crypto Bobby's channel, I saw that. But let's take a look at Bitcoin Cash. And then Bitcoin. I mean, they're kind of similar, but they're both going through a dip right now. So that does look pretty similar. I don't think it's a lot of people saying the bubble's popped. Definitely going to see some stuff on the news tomorrow about this big dip, but yeah, I think tomorrow might be a good time to buy. I'm just going to wait it out and kind of see what it's looking like tomorrow. I could go to bed, wake up, and Bitcoin could be worth 20,000, or I could go to bed, wake up, and Bitcoin's worth 5,000. I have no idea, honestly. So I'm just going to kind of wait it out and see how it looks. But no, I don't think crypto's in a bubble. I think it has run up higher than what it should really be worth as of now. But as these newer ICOs that have come out move along with their roadmap and their projects, I believe the value will definitely be increasing, and we'll just have to see where it goes. Yeah, I got into Litecoin at about, I normally just use Litecoin for my transactions, Litecoin or Ethereum, when I transact between, if I want to cash out some of my profits, I'll just trade it from like Binance or KuCoins. I'll just trade into Ethereum or Litecoin and then send it over to Coinbase and cash out. Yeah, what is Litecoin at now? I haven't even looked. 182. It's crazy to think, people have been saying, Litecoin's garbage. It's gone from like 300 to 182. It's worthless now. But in all reality, I think less than a month ago, it was only $100 and holding that $100 for a while. That was a little bit more than a month ago. This last month has gone by pretty freaking quick, man. So it was about a month and 10 days ago. We were kind of holding around, $100 almost for the longest time. Well, it felt like the longest time. But really, in the past 3 months, if you were in Litecoin, you got in about $60. It's worth about 180. So you've 3x'd your money. And Litecoin's got a lot of, I really like Litecoin. It's got low transaction fees, although I personally like Ethereum a little bit more, just for the utility of Ethereum and the fact that it also has low transaction fees. But I know Bitcoin, it'll eventually, to me right now, Bitcoin's more of a store of wealth. And Litecoin and Ethereum are your transactions, or your ways to send your money to other exchanges to get your altcoins, instead of using Bitcoin to send that. Any thoughts on hot crypto? What exactly do you mean? Do you just mean like yeah, there's so many tokens coming out now that are using Ethereum as the blockchain. I'm actually involved in a pre-ICO for a cloud mining service, and it's based off the Ethereum blockchain. And there's just so much potential with Ethereum, and it's been proven here lately. I think that's why it's run up from the $300 mark. So hot crypto. Are you just talking about? This might be an okay. It's an actual token or coin. Maybe. How long has it been since the ICO? If it's been, rule number one, oh yeah, all day, man. But in all honesty, you take some profit. Like with Tron, I got in at Tron when it was pretty cheap, and I sold. If it's been over a month, that sounds a little sketchy if they haven't got into anyone. So I'd be a little worried about that, in all honesty. But like with Tron, I got in pretty early, and I saw it hit about 15 cents, and I was thinking, that's probably near the top. It went up to a good bit more than that, but it's always hard to predict the top and bottom, and yeah, it's always good to buy the dip, but it's hard to really predict when the bottom of the dip is, and if it'll even come back up, or if it'll even go down. But with Tron, I sold out at about 15 cents. I decided, I've made enough money off of Tron, so I didn't really know where the top was. Now it's down to 5 cents. Let's see. Yeah, I got Tron for about 3 pennies each, maybe about 2 actually. I can't really remember. Oh yeah, man, Tron, I love it. A lot of people love it because the pump. I love it because the technology. I think it will definitely be a great way to decentralize the web, and Ripple too. I got in on Ripple at 25 cents and cashed out at about 80 cents. Definitely didn't ride that wave. I definitely didn't think it was going to go that high, but it did. I definitely thought it would come back pretty low, and it has. You want some ETH? I just did the giveaway for the last video. I'm not sure if you were participating in that, but what am I trying to click here? There we go. Lucha Osvaldo was the winner for that one. TRX just tweeted some big news. Check it out. It'd just be Tron, but I think it's actually called Tron TRX. Is there Twitter? Of course, I'm not going to be able to find it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy back in a decent position with Tron. I think it's gonna go down a little bit more. It's definitely overvalued for where it is, but I'm definitely gonna buy back my position into it. And you know, people always say only, or you gotta hold, but you know, if you really believe in the product or in the technology, but at the same time you think, you know, that's at its all-time high, it's gonna dip. I personally sell when I think that, and then I buy back my shares when it dips, and that way you've kind of made your money, and you can either buy a larger portion of it, or you can invest it in something else. So I'm trying to find the Twitter. Tron team now has 78 members. 8% of them are developers. Tron announcement to recent rumors. Check that out. I love how Tron's always pretty active on Twitter. IOTA, man. Yeah, I got in on that pump a little late. So, Tron announcement to recent rumors. I don't even know what these rumors were, in all honesty. So I guess they were just saying don't trust FUD. It's probably not what you're talking about. Which one were you talking about? Maybe was it the weekly report or thing I can't pronounce? Yeah, IOTA. Actually, one reason IOTA pumped so hard was because that a lot of people believe that they had a partnership with Microsoft and a couple other companies, but actually turned out to not really be the way they kind of worded it. It was misrepresented news. Not necessarily on fault by them, but a lot of people who spread it, and that's the reason it kind of pulled back as hard as it did. I wonder how much Tron they have. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, I didn't see it. So, a prestigious fund decided to invest in cryptocurrencies and choose TRX as one of their major portfolios. We are getting attention from mainstream fund now. Yes, that's pretty good. Wow, that is a lot of Tron in one account. Holy crap. Yeah, it's a lot of Tron. Be nice to have that much Tron, wouldn't it? If I remember correctly, Verge is actually down a lot from its all-time high. Didn't look in it too deep. I always do that. Yeah, it could be some pretty big news. But I'm not sure if Tron's going to pump back up yet or not. Still up a crap ton in reality since the last month. But Verge. Well, 7 cent. That's pretty low. Dang, it went all the way down to 6 cent the past month. Let's see. Yeah, Verge is pretty down right now. Verge was already dipping a little bit, and then this big dip came around for everything. Kind of really hurt Verge. Let's see what IOTA's at. IOTA, not awful. It's been holding around $3 lately, so 252 is not horrendous, but it could be a lot better. It's actually been holding about 4, and then kind of went down to about 3. Yeah. All right. I might have to end this live stream kind of soon. We've been going for just about an hour already. Time's been flying by. Is about Trot at 15. I think it was bottom. Again at 10. Things. Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to predict top and bottom. Like I said, sometimes you get lucky, get right on it. No English. Gotcha. Not sure I understand that. But yeah, predicting top and bottom, it's always really hard. But best way to go about it is these markets aren't rational. You can't always think rationally about them. I just go off what the news is and how high I think it'll pump. Sometimes I'm pretty close to right. Sometimes I'm pretty far off. Tron I thought was about a high of 15 cents. That's when I sold it. I thought it might go up a bit more, but it's always a little risky when you think it's getting near the top. Ripple I sold off at 80 cents. I was pretty off on Ripple. I could have definitely held on, but in all reality, I went in and Ripple at 25 cents, got out at 80 cents. The risk reward there for me paid off pretty well still. Could have made a lot more money on it, but no regrets. Still made profit. Long-term hold, definitely the best way to go in general, but it's always nice to take a profit if you think something's going to dip and then buy back in with the larger portion. Bitcoin holding at 11,000 still. We haven't really seen much movement at all for Bitcoin lately. Just about 11,000 the whole time. Seems like the dip's kind of taking a pause this last hour. We haven't really seen much movement. Let's take a look at the gainers and losers again one more time. Terra Nova, I have no idea what this is. I saw someone say something about it, but it's up 376%. And I was trying to find out what it was. They don't really have a website, at least not listed on CoinMarketCap. And they're worth 239 each, but I don't know how many of them there are. Okay, yeah, I do. There's a total supply. I don't know how many are circulating. Let me do some math. 76,940. What was it trading on? 2 something. 239. So we're looking at a market cap of 233 million. That's not bad at all, actually, for Terra Nova. A total market cap. That's not the circulating supply, but no clue what it is. But it's up 376%. Tried to figure it out earlier, could not. Actually, I think I did find a site for it, but it was so vague. No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. No, it's TerraCoin. I don't know. I think it's based off the TerraCoin blockchain or something like that. Yeah, not sure. But it's up 376%, so if you owned that which probably didn't. Congratulations. Yeah, so the way I do the giveaways is every day I typically do a let's see here. I do a daily video, and at the start of the video I will do the giveaway for the last video. So I'll let people leave their comments, say whatever they want in the comments, and then post their Ethereum address, and then and the next day, and then I go over what's kind of happened the past day, and in the next video I'll do the same exact thing, but for the previous video. So during this video I did the giveaway for yesterday's video, which was 1:15:18 daily crypto update, and then tomorrow I will be doing the giveaway for this video. Not sure what time I'm going to be recording tomorrow. Normally I record early in the morning, but this one I did pretty late to kind of see where the market was going. I've not seen that YouTube video. I'm sure it's pretty interesting. But yeah, Limitless, all you have to do to participate in the giveaway is just drop your Ethereum address and pick a random comment to be the winner. But I'm also doing a big giveaway. I'm going to leave this in the description. This is like a community-based participation giveaway. What I'm doing is, so if it hits like, if the channel hits 250 subscribers, I'm going to do a $25 Ethereum giveaway to one person. If it hits 500, I'll give 25 to one person, 50 to another. If we hit 1,000, I'll do 25 to one person, 50 to one person, 500 divided into 10 people, and then every 100 likes the video gets is 20 Ethereum I give away to one person, and every 100 comments is 10 Ethereum I give away to a random person. And right now we're at 48 likes. How many subscribers are we at right now? We're almost at 100 comments too. We're at 153 subscribers. It's not too bad. Yeah, so if you just comment in the so like so on 1:15:18 when I post this video, in the comments there you just drop your Ethereum address, and if you say whatever you want to say, and then the next day, which would be 1:16 today, I'll do the giveaway. I'll get the link for that video, and then generate a random comment. Like, I'll show you an example real quick. So you choose your video, you just take like the address for it. So we'll say for yesterday's video, I'll just do an example again. Paste it, load comments. It shows how many comments there were, and you can just randomly pick person, and yeah, and then that's pretty much how it works. And then they get 0.01 Ethereum or $10 worth of Ethereum, whichever is greater at the time, which is going to be higher than 0.01 or 0.01 Ethereum today. Take a look at that. Yeah, so it'll be a little bit more than 0.01 Ethereum today. Yeah, no problem, man. Alright, guys, you guys have any more questions or anything? Anything you want me to look at before I get off of here for the night? Well, Fadil, wish you the best of luck in this giveaway. Just make sure you drop down your Ethereum address. And I think on that note, I'm going to go ahead and end it for tonight, guys, and we'll be back with another daily video tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. It was the first one on this channel so far. But just make sure you comment your Ethereum address down below in the comments, and you got a chance at winning. Yeah, no problem, man. Alright, you guys have a good night.